know everything. So how do you know everything? This has been asked of me, and it is actually one of the more complicated questions. You know, knowing everything is not that easy. By the way, my hair's straight today because I haven't singed it in a while. To know everything, it's not so much about getting the information these days, as that can be really easy to get. The problem is having the wisdom to take it all in. It took me 1,000 years to gain most of the knowledge I had, and then another 1,000 years just to gain the rest of the knowledge and really fully understand everything. What I'm about to tell you is how to get this information digested into you. Now, a lot of people, when they hear digesting information, they don't understand. See, digesting is something you do with your stomach. So what you have to do is get together a whole bunch of books on the topic that you're wanting. Now, you can't just eat them, okay? You have to make a soup. Because the thing is, books are dry. Books are dry for your brain, for your heart, and for your stomach. And they will give you heartburn, brain ache, and stomach gastrointestinal issues if you do not do this correctly. What you have to do is chop the books up, and don't use a knife because it's really hard to use a knife. I would use a saw. Clamp them down onto a sawhorse if you have one, or at least use some of those like nice clamps that go really tight for wood and stuff for gluing. Use a saw and just saw down through the book. Just saw it. I know this isn't how you saw, but I have one of those like straight saws that have like the saw blade attached to the other part of the saw, and once you clamp it down, you have to, because of the table being right here, it's like you have to like kind of, and it's really hard to actually saw through the book, but it's worth it, because once you get that information inside of you, you can actually digest it, unlike when you try and just look at it with your eyeballs, because eyeballs don't digest, your stomach digests. See, the important thing is, if you think about it like this, digest, ingest, they both have jest in them. Now, it may seem like a jest, but in reality, this is a very serious thing. But once you have ingested and digested, it will become as a jest to your brain to figure out everything that you have inputted. It will be that easy. Now, some people say to just read the books and think about it. Thinking can take thousands of years. Don't think, digest. Also, there is a danger of constipation. You are welcome.